Hey everybody. All right, so today I'm going to show you how I get ready for the coming week. Let's make this a little bigger so that it's easier to read. So this is the dashboard, the Q2PM dashboard for the projects that we have in the city of Ventura. I've already filtered it on my name, so it's showing all of my projects as the project manager. I have 2 reporting projects and 6 products. 3 of them are currently reporting right now. 2 of them are, 1 is on hold, 2 are benched. Let's jump in initially. I've already updated the initial projects here. What that means is that you can see that, for example, this one here, the Q2PM Project Management Initiative. Over here on the right, we have the last update. It's green and working on training and marketing materials. The paperless city process, that is green, largely complete. Down here, these others I've already updated. License track project, the last date I updated it will be as of 5/4, so I've already dated it into the future because that's Monday. And it's green, continuing to work on API connection, and I've already prepared the DHD project, again, predated to 5/4. It's green, currently in SS and define phase. The one I haven't updated is this one right here, the EnerGov optimization project. Still shows 4/27, which was last Monday. I typically do this every weekend. I update my projects, put the Monday date on there, and then go from there. That project is currently yellow, working to complete, build and validate, begin test and training phase. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open the project up by clicking on Site. This will open the project notebook in its own tab. Takes just a second for it to open and properly reconcile all the items into their proper formatting. As soon as I see the bullet points here, I'll know we'll be good. And there we go. All right, so first of all, let's take a look at the date here. So 5/1 steering committee meeting. This was on Friday. We had the steering committee meeting. I'm going to scroll on down, and there's a list of all the names of everybody who attend. I'll just zip over that real quick, but the point is that all of these items are checked here. So the goal at the end of every week is to have every item, every check mark has a check mark, every check box has a check mark in it. The mark doesn't mean that it's complete. It simply means that I touched it, I worked on it, I did something relative to that particular item that week. If it's gray, that does indeed mean it's done. And we did indeed close out this under the schedule information. We closed out the internal test tracker items. We moved them over. They were moved over from the test tracker into another tracker called the change tracker. So that's basically no longer relevant. So scrolling down a little further, but I just realized what I need to do is add a new one. Or actually, I should just change this to the proper name, which is, just a second here, take a look over here. It will now be changed from the test tracker to the system change tracker. So let's do that. Go ahead and change this. It was wrong for me to close it out. This will be the system change tracker. And I'll change the hyperlink too. So I'll grab it. I'm grabbing that from the other screen here. There it is. Grab that. Change this hyperlink. So when I click on it in the future, it will actually open that particular item. Let's go ahead and close this down so we can see the screen a little bit better. And I'm going to go ahead and all of this remains the same. Let me make this a little smaller here, so I can grab it all in one fell swoop. All of this detail remains the same. I'm going to make it nice and yellow. Good. Good. So really, because all I did was move it from one SharePoint list to another. Actually, the vendor did that. So we've just changed the name to the system change tracker, and that is complete. All of these items are complete. There's all the meeting schedule information. I'm going to zip on by all the names. And here we go, have our log. So on that, during the week, this log will collect all of the action items, decisions, etc. over the course of the whole week. In fact, there was just one major decision that happened during the course of the week, and that was this decision to adopt a new proposal into the project. Here's the title of the decision, and there's all the details relative to all the people that voted on that. And you can see that it is hyperlinked. That means it's been added into the project in the SharePoint log. Now, as we scroll down, we're going to find that item. Let me just show it to you where it is real quick. Scrolling past all of this stuff, it's going to be existing under the decisions. Where did I put it? What was the title of it again? Decision adopt CSS review. Oh, I put it up. I think I put it up here. Adopt. There it is. So it's right here under the COVID-19. So this came up. This whole issue came up as a result of COVID-19 and our decision, city's decision to become more of a paperless city. So we've added under COVID-19 a decision. There it is. And if you click on that, that's the actual proposal from the vendor and the people that voted on it. And you can see that it's gray and it has a check mark next to it. The fact that this whole thing is gray, everything under here, this one is gray, this risk is gray, and all of its children are gray, means that all of these children have been acted upon and something has been done. They're all to a conclusion. This kind of gives you an idea of how much impact COVID-19 had on this project. Every one of these items under here is an action item, a document, a meeting, or a backlog item that came about as a result of COVID-19. And all of it's been documented here. I know it looks like a kind of like a mess, but in fact, all this had to be done. And this is a way to organize all of that into basically a coherent roadmap. Even down to the point that like the meetings here, this meeting Tyler fact finding, if we click on that, that opens up the meeting notes right there. In some cases, you can click on these and it will actually open up the meeting itself into YouTube, and you can actually watch the meeting as it unfolded for those that were not able to attend the meeting. Now let's go ahead and scroll back up. What I'm looking for now is, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get ready for Monday. So the first thing I do is I click on this item here, copy, click on it again, paste, and you see it created a duplicate here? I'm going to go to the one at the top, and I'm going to change the title of this note from 5.1 to 5.4, which is Monday. There we go. And I'm going to take out steering committee. I don't know why I got to pin that on there. There you go. Pin, stay for just a second. There. Now, see how it's changed over here as well? Now I'm ready. I'm prepared to create my roadmap for the week. The next thing I need to do is go down and take off the check marks on all of these items. All of these items up here in this email and status reports, this is something I have to do every single week. So I start off every week clearing all of these. Go all the way to the bottom. And this is how I know that I don't miss anything in the course of the week and all the work that I have to do as a project manager to make sure I send out my status reports. So here, for example, the first item is the weekly city subject matter expert tracking status email and meeting. So one action item is to prepare and send the weekly tracker summary email. That's assigned to me. And if I click on there, I do it on Monday and Thursday. So when I'm done on Monday, I'll put a check mark next to it that I actually did that. And if I click on this link right here, that actually opens the email that actually has that I can simply update to send out to the team. All I have to do is just copy and paste. Here's the subject line right here. And then here's the actual body of the email. Hello, City Intergov subject matter experts. Below are the various tracker items currently requiring our attention. Please use the associated links to update, verify, or close. And then down here are the actual items themselves. And every week, you can see there's the date. Every week, 4:30, twice a week, 4:27. That was a long one. 4:23, 4:20. I have a backwards reference to all of the past emails that I've sent for that. So all of those check boxes are removed. Let's go ahead and unpin that again. Going on down here, now all the names, none of the check marks is there, check marks there. For this one, I'm going to clear the log. This was because this log was relative to last week. So this is the log for this week. So all I have to do is bang. And I think I lost a 1 there in the process. Yeah, there we go. Put that 1 back. So the log's ready to go. I always like to have at least five items ready for the log. Now, going through here again, let's take away all the check marks here. Check, 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 check. Because they're not, all of these items are indeed going to be reopened. Once I get to the bottom, we'll make another pass for a different reason. Okay. Bing, bing, bing. That's it. That's the end of the project. So I'm going to make another pass now. Some of those items that had check marks next to them were gray. And if the fact that they're gray and they had a check marks means they were closed that week. So I'm going to scroll down as well. I don't think I closed many items this week, and look for any gray items that have check boxes next to them. But I don't think we're going to find many. There's one right there. So the COVID-19 impact. All right, so even though the COVID-19 impact generated a lot of things, I've closed off all of them. So in fact, I'm going to remove that tag. So now it's closed. Now, what that might mean is that maybe we're post-COVID-19 for the project. Maybe this is everything, this is how COVID-19 hit us. And we have a record of that. But if something else comes up, a new COVID-19 action item, decision, issue, or backlog item, I'll add it in and I'll reopen this. So it's okay to reopen things if necessary. Anything else that's gray with a check mark? Oh, I missed this one. That's it. Okay, now I'm going to scroll through again, and this time I'm going to look for ways that I can clean things up. And it's pretty tight as it is. Now remember, everything that's gray is work that we've done that's closed. Anything that's yellow is open. So scrolling down. Okay, so under the build and validate stage, we have 1, 2 milestones here, another 2 down here. Well, you know what? The custom reports children are complete, but I know that the custom reports themselves is not complete. According to my notes here, it's on 420. There are 20 reports are ready for assignment, 7 in development, 7 ready for install. I'm going to actually change that. That's not correct. That's old information. Let's add that. Update that to today. 5.2 reports risk, capital R, risk opened and communicated with the steering committee. Okay, let me fix my spelling there. Okay, that's because we had this was actually previously, this is a milestone that we're after to completion the custom reports. But in the process of previously working on the reports, we had a risk that came up, and that risk should be right around here somewhere. There it is right there, the reports risk. And I reopened it yesterday, communicated to the steering committee. So I'm going to update that status for the reports. I could probably move this risk up under custom reports. In fact, I probably should. Let's do that. So here's how I do that. See, this is what I mean by cleanup, right? I want things that are related to be close and tight. Reports dash Kurt B, and I'm going to say 5.1 risk reopened and communicated to steering committee, just like the other one. 5.1 risk reopened and communicated to steering committee. Okay, let's go ahead and grab this hyperlink. Copy link from there, and we will, where'd it go? There it is. Link it here. And where does that link go? That link goes to the actual risk report associated with this item. I'm going to make this yellow because it's open, and then I always make blue the little cheat notes that I add next to it. And we will add a checkbox next to that. And then I'm going to remove this risk down here. See, what I've basically done is, and this is the purpose of this next pass, the pass I'm doing right now, is to tighten things up. Take pieces of work that popped up somewhere else and associate them where they belong. Like this risk really does belong under custom reports. And there we've got it there now. Good, and all the more reason why this is still open. Everything else looks good. Look at all these risks, decisions, meetings that have happened over the course of all this time. I wonder if this is one. Click on this. I wonder if that'll open up the YouTube. No, it doesn't. Okay. Anyway, scrolling on down. Anything else to clean up? I think we're almost done. No. Okay, there's the last thing I want to do. These are all good. That's tight. Last thing I want to do is stars. I use a star to indicate something that's of high importance and high visibility that I really want to work on during the week. So I'm going to scroll now through and look for any items that have stars and if they should keep stars, and if not, what we should do about it. So the configuration case types, that needs a star because we're closing in on completing a few items there, mainly our geo rules. Custom reports, that needs a star. This risk definitely needs a star. Okay, data conversion and validation. The team said that we need, the vendor says they need a fresh copy of our data. So that's important. I have to get that to them right away. So let me make a note about that. Okay, 5.2. Tyler needs a fresh and compressed copy of our desktop intergov data. Let's go ahead and make it like that. I'm going to do this. This looks like busy work, but here we go. Why is that like that? Jason K is the, by the way, is the project manager on the other side of the project for the vendor. Okay, good. So that's good. Got a star next to that. Aggresso integration, things are going smooth with that. This is all good. The quality control is okay. Hopefully close that soon. Workload, that's important. This is a risk. That's an important risk. CSS documentation discussion, I need to get that going because we're having a big change happen to the project. That's important. Fate of a demo of a fire. I need to get the team, this one, the fire team, to give me their final report on that. And there was one, oh, the CS documentation discussion. That's the one. Good. I think we are good. And basically, that's it. That's how I get ready for the coming week. Go ahead and scroll that down. I can then close that. And I can come back over here to Energov. Remember, previously said 427. I'm going to open the item here. Scroll down here. I'll say that it's not 427 now. It's the new week 5.4. And yeah, working to complete, build and validate, begin training, and I'm going to add a little note here. New, okay, working to complete. Let me see. I'm going to change it. Completing B and V, addressing new risks. Save that. And you can see now that is up to date. I am all 5.4, 5.4, 5.4, 5.4, 5.4, 5.4, 5.4, 5.4, 5.2. The last one, excuse me, pardon me, I'm going to update. This is my project management initiative. I'm going to go ahead and update that one. I forgot to do this. That's also 5.4. Yeah, working on training and marketing. Yep, there we go. Now I'm ready to go. My week is laid out. It's Saturday morning. I can take it easy now. Go have breakfast with the family. I'm ready for the week. Thanks for joining me, everybody. And I hope you have a great day, and may all your projects go good. And don't forget to make every meeting count. Take care. Or every meeting matter. I always get that wrong. See ya.